Before I take you to the next module, let's recap this one. In short, we broke down a city plan of 70 city blocks into its component pieces to work on each one singularly. We then expanded on our use of Python with more advanced scripts to import our buildings and filter between them. We broke down a city plan into single city blocks for us to work with. To do so, we used the name attribute and created packed geometry to separate the blocks from each other and make them easier to work with, being packed and thus only a single point. We have seen how to transfer attributes across PackGeo, which is important depending on how we want to have these attributes evolve or not down our node chain. We created and edited attributes using Python, and we used for loops and if statements aided by using a Python list to filter out the geometry that we wanted to adjust. We have used a number of functions from the Houdini object model to achieve our results. To import the buildings, we made good use of the parameter interface editor and wrote a more advanced Python script of about 80 lines. To do this, we've had a look at using naming or numbering conventions. This is important as it enables us to differentiate between various items in our code. Without clear naming conventions, we either couldn't properly filter out the items we want, or it would be a very messy process, which you always want to avoid as code should remain simple and clear, if not for you, then for others. We have seen how we can use Houdini's parameter interface to construct a UI that we can use in conjunction with our Python code. We have then used this to parse over folders using the OS module and list items we found in that folder. We then further refined our selection of items by using for loops and if statements. After filtering out the items we wanted to import, we used Python to construct a node chain that imports these items as we want, sets attributes and parameters on them, and allows us to easily filter between them using switches. Not unimportantly, we've also seen how to set an expression on a node's parameter through Python. Please do join me in the next module, where we will continue what we've started here and create the building clusters we need to begin populating our city with buildings.